Let's look at another ball example. Example number 7 says that a softball player hits a ball whose path is modeled by the function f of x is equal to negative 0.0005x squared plus 0.2127x plus 3. X is the distance from home plate in feet, and y is the height of the ball above the ground. All right, so I can very easily see that I have a function in standard form where this is A, this is B, and this is C. We want to know what the highest point that this ball will reach is. The highest point is going to be the y value of our vertex. So again, just like the last problem, we need the vertex. For an equation in standard form, our vertex, the x value is the same as our axis of symmetry, and that's given by negative b over 2a. And so that's going to be negative 0.2127 divided by 2 times negative 0.0005. And putting that into my calculator, I get 212.7 feet. So that's how far it was hit. But now we need to figure out how high it went at its peak. So we want to know what our y value is. So we're going to plug in 212.7 into this equation everywhere that we see x, and we'll determine what our y value is, or our f of x at 212.7. So negative 0.0005 times 212.7 squared plus 0.2127 times 212.7, and then plus 3. And so putting all of that in the calculator, be super careful about where you put your parentheses, you should come out with 25.6 feet. And so that's how high up in the air it goes at its peak, at its vertex. Finally, we have one last question. And that question is, if the ball was hit to center field, which has an 8-foot fence located 410 feet from home plate, was this hit a home run? And they want us to explain that. So, is it a home run? Well, if it's a home run, then that means that the ball has to be higher than 8 feet when we are at 410 feet for an x value. So the question really is the ball higher than 8 feet? And we can figure that out. We can plug in 410 feet for x and figure out what y is. Plugging 410 feet into our equation everywhere that we see x, we have negative 0.0005 times 410 squared plus 0.2127 times 410, and finally plus 3. Putting that all into our calculator, I come up with a value of 6.2 feet. 6.2 feet is lower than the 8-foot fence, so 6.2 is less than 8. This means that we did not have a home run because the ball doesn't fly above 8 feet. So no, it's not higher than 8 feet. So no home run.